Welcome to StaffCounter, the automatic time tracking and productivity analysis software. When you log into StaffCounter Dashboard, you will see the attendance graph showing how many employees worked on a computers on a specific day during the last month. Then you see the list of departments and employees' records. The list represents the overall view on how they spent the workday, starting with the time of computer start, an overall view of productivity, including time spent on business or unknown application. The information also includes the total work time and the idle work time. The dashboard contains also text typed on the computer for each employer, the end of the workday, and the link to individual productivity reports. The dashboard also can be represented in a collapsed mode. So if you have multiple departments, they will be displayed very quickly. If you click on a specific department, you will see individual department view with employees. Let's review the individual productivity reports. Time report display productivity data divided by the productivity types. If it's productive applications, non-productive, neutral, or uncategorized application. If you move mouse over any application or website, you will see detailed analysis of how much time were spent during a specific website section, page, or document. The uncategorized application can be easily moved to one of the sections. StaffCounter has a few predefined sections, and you define the productivity level of each section in your account. For example, now we classify this application as the productive business application. Let's look at the other report, summary report. It displays the most important information in one place, like the total hours split by the type of productivity, offline time, total time, top 5 most used application and the number of text typed in these applications, late and overtime hours, top 10 application by categories, and the summary for each category. Special feature to track offline time allows employee to manually input the description of offline activity. It can be done in a special web page that is available on the employee computers with the help of StaffCounter icon in the tray area near the clock. In this page, user may review the time that was spent out of the computer and enter the description. Later, department manager will be able to review the offline report and understand the purpose of the offline time. StaffCounter also had a special feature designed for those who have multiple departments, and the departments may be collapsed. This can be easily done in the settings. So now instead of a list of employees, we have a collapsed departments. If you click on the rectangle, you go to a specific department. This will simplify the productivity analysis. The screen view report, one of the amazing features of StaffCounter. It allows you to see all of the employee screens at one place in a special grid, where you may see the screen content of each employer. And if the specific employee is out of the computer in offline mode, you will see when it started and what was done during what time was done the last screenshots or last activity. If you click on a specific record in the dashboard, you will get to a detailed activity report that includes a chronological timeline of all actions performed on the computer, all clicks, all opened documents, all created screenshots. This section of the StaffCounter allows you to review the screenshots per each computer or employee, switch between different employees, and review what was done. The special feature allows you to use screenshot blur technology that will blur the content of the screen. You will not see the specific confidential or privacy elements, but you will understand what's happening on the screen in general. The specific sections allows you to review the productivity in a brief. The total application used and websites. Daily usage section allows you to understand how the computer was used during a day when the employee performed actual work. Time report on StaffCounter allows you to analyze employees' productivity in a detailed way. For each employee, you will see the number of productive hours, unproductive, and unknown hours spent on the unknown unclassified applications. In this report, you also may change the productivity level of the application or categorize or classify the application to be productive or non-productive if you know if it's not a business application. Then you list it as entertainment and it will be moved to the non-productive applications group with the associated time recalculation. Also, for each item in this report, you may list exact number of projects was done in this application by Windows title analysis. You may perform analysis by the month or weekly basis. Report by categories allows you to understand what type of activity performed in your company. Latecom report displays the various information about the work time for a specific day during a month. Latecom time or overtime, and the time spent out of the computer. You may export all of the reports to the Excel file. Summary report allows you to understand productivity overview. Top 5 most used applications per employee, or top 10 apps per company, or top 10 uncategorized applications in the company. Report by projects allows you to analyze type of activity performed in each application, whether it's a specific website section or document file open in the applications, and the time spent in each item. Screenshots report allows you to search and view the screenshots through all of the company computers. Blur option allows you to hide confidential information from the screenshot. Offline activity report allows you to understand how much time employee spent out of the computer. And there is more advanced version of the same report. Allows you to understand the overall view of the idle time. StaffCounter allows employee to provide description for offline activity. Files and alerts page used to review the reports generated to email in encrypted form. So in this report, you may decrypt these reports. Screen view. Amazing feature. It allows you to review all of the screens of your employees at the same place. The grid displays the screen content of each computer. Or if the device is not active currently, the last screenshot performed on that device. Detailed computer activity page displays the detailed chronological employee activity on the computer. It includes computer events, open websites, applications, and screenshots created on a specific time. On the activity view, you also can see the text typed on the computer in a specific application. You also may see here when a specific pause was done on the computer, so the user stepped away from the computer and did not use mouse or keyboard. Here you may sort the items by the type. For example, you can easily understand what exactly were typed on the keyboard, what text were entered. Specific sections here allows you to review just screenshots. With the special feature screenshot blurring, StaffCounter allows you to hide the actual content of the private information such as text or numbers displayed on the screenshot while preserving the highest level of confidentiality. Application sections allows you to review the used application within a period or one day. The website analytics also allows you to review the visited websites and how much times it was used during a day. Daily usage page allows you to understand how exactly the computer were used in which intervals. Text analytics allows you to understand in which application or element the user typed the majority of the text. On the settings section, you may define the monitoring settings for the agent application. For example, you may define what items needs to be recorded and collected on the employee computers, such as text, screenshots, title of the windows. Two specific settings allows you to define if the user can view analytics data and to display surveillance reminder for each time the user continue or start using the computer. Blur screenshots allows you to hide the actual information on the screenshot, so nobody will able to read the text or confidential information from the screenshot, while still being able to understand the type of activity performed. A few options allows to users to stop and resume tracking on their computer. The schedule sections allows you to define the time when the application will be recording the user activity per department. You may also define the productivity report sent by emails and the productivity alerts when the specific productivity level has been resulted. For example, too much unknown application or too much unproductive application. In this section, you may define and classify the productivity type per each category on the website. You also may review the total number of applications that was used within your company through all of the employees' computers and change the categorization and classification from productive to non-productive or neutral. The manager sections allows you to invite all the managers that will be able to access your department. So they will be able to view productivity and supervise productivity level of the employees. In the dashboard, you may choose whether to display the attendance chart and collapse department view. The profile section allows you to change the password, name of the company, language, and define two-factor authentication control to disable new browsers to access your account. It also allows you to review the history that was done in your account, including the changes and renames of the departments and employees. The Connected Browsers tab allows you to review which devices allows to access to your account. Encryption option allows you to enable end-to-end encryption for the data. And the API usage allows you to define if you allow external application to access your data in your account.
One of the amazing features of StaffCounter is end-to-end encryption. With this feature, the employee productivity data captured on workstation will be encrypted before transferring to a backend service. The main difference with SSL encryption is that the data is still kept encrypted when StaffCounter processes it. On our website, you can find out the information how to set up it and what are the benefits. End-to-end encryption permits the system to perform processing of encrypted data like sorting and aggregation. Like any other time tracking solution, StaffCounter records the frequency and duration of each application, document, or website opened by the employer, and then it calculates the time spent for each item, sort the results, and organize it into reports. But now all this happens in encrypted form. On the dashboard, you will notice almost no difference unless a slight delay when the dashboard is updated. If you click on the report in encrypted account, you will see the same data. But as you may notice, there is a slight delay when the information is decrypted right on the web browser. Information is decrypted on the fly. Let me show you the same data, but in the form that is stored on the website. In order to do that, I just need to click a special button that turn off the decryption process in the browser. Now you see all information like it is saved in the database. Department name is encrypted now. All of the application names and websites names also been encrypted. Additional information that relates to each application, like open window title or name of the website, also has been encrypted. But still, you can organize information even in this way. For example, to assign a different productivity level. If we look further, we even may go inside the employer, and all information also will be encrypted, like employee name and each piece of information. Like website name, application name, even screenshots has been encrypted. Let's look at the screenshot page. Decryption failed because now it is disabled. But if we real quickly enable it, we will see the information in the open plain form.